by less than 6 points or less.
It's a great game of footy. I'm not sure what the commentary is around it and what people saw it at home, but certainly from my eyes, it was a really hard-fought game of footy. Credit to the Bulldogs. I thought they played really, really well. Got a lot of their best players out, and they just fought right to the last bit, which challenged us. And it's just nice to have a new version of us, but still have those tight wins and know what to do in those tight situations.
Do you think you would have been stiff to lose it, given you more scoring shots, you won most of the key stats?
Yeah, there was a period in the game I felt in the last quarter that we just had a couple of chances to really put a big margin in it, and then that would have challenged most teams, but you just never know in this game. The numbers would suggest that, but I think the spirit in the Dogs tonight was hard to crack, and they play a brand of footy that makes it a struggle, and they're a hard team to beat.
So, yeah.
It sounded like you guys were fearing the ACL.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Reefs might have done an ACL. We still won't know officially until tomorrow morning. Devastating for the young man and his family and all of us. We put a lot of trust and hope in Reef that was going to be a good season for him, and we'll find out tomorrow, I think.
Pendlebury, they broke the record tonight for most games together, and they were two of your best players as well. Can you just sort of speak about their longevity for this team?
Yeah. No, we went deep celebrating these lads, and incredible what they've been able to do for our football club, and maybe broader to that. We celebrated during the week, and then before the game really stepped into it, and to see both of them sort of turn it on and have great performances, still kick the winning goal with a big smile on his face. It's great reward.
It's an interesting contrast with the conceding the goal after fumbling that one in the centre. Were you thinking at that moment he'll come back and do something good to make up for that?
Oh, there's so many errors in the game. There was an enormous amount of errors in the game and decisions made under pressure, because you're sort of straight away in the coalface of every decision matters. Like turnovers or missed shots, and players sort of take a while to get used to that. So do coaches. There's a couple of moments think, oh, what are we doing? Like going away from what we normally do. But that's part of the game, isn't it? Umpires make mistakes, we make mistakes. But it's just pleasing that we were able to just wash it away a little bit and still have a big moment.
I guess given the talk about Pendles being the sub last week, the way you performed tonight, does it almost validate the way you're sort of managing through another year of football?
Yeah, I'm repeating myself here, but it's March. And this is such a long year, and tonight was probably a bit different to a normal March game. It was really contested and dogged, and it was hard. And so, Pendle's experience was really, really needed, and his contest work was great. I think he had 11 score assists for the game, which is big numbers. And we're playing the long game for all of us, to be honest. Like putting players out in the paddock, they're going to be fit to perform, and it was a big part of our review last year, and we're going to stick to the path.
You've got the oldest list in the competition. Is that more of a consideration for you guys than others?
Not sure. I don't coach other teams. I was just worried about what we've got, and our experience is really needed and important. And tonight was showed we don't win that game without our experience.
I was going to ask a little bit about that. There is a lot of focus on how old the list is, or traded first-round picks, all those sorts of things. Is there a greater urgency knowing that is a fact?
No, we were trying to win for now and win for the future. Guys like Reef is disappointing because he's part of our future. No, we're process-driven. We're determined to get the best out of our squad, whatever it looks like. Not consumed in too far in the future or too far in the past, to be honest. We're being present here and controlling what we can. It's a long year. Round 3, I think. No, not even that. We've played 3 games, only round 2.
But setting aside this year, let's say you play finals, whatever happens, miss finals, play finals, win a premiership, whatever happens, do you feel like you're in a good position for 3-5 years time?
We're very confident in the list we've got that we can match most teams. But again, you've got to deliver on that. Like we found out in round 0, this is a tough competition, and if you're just slightly off in your game, it's really difficult. So not getting too far in front, like I said. So there's a strong narrative around the age and things, but we don't get caught up in that.
If there's any future, have a fair look at the percent passes tonight. What were the conversations like in the coach's box managing him? Because he had a pretty dominant first half and somewhat nullified in the second.
Yeah, he's a great player. Like I'm watching him from afar just do his thing against all teams. Like it's 208 centimetres. It's like Darcy Moore is our 203 centimetre defender, and he had a good night. Darcy. He had moments where he got beaten on a good player. He's had 12 intercept possessions. Darcy. I'd see some stuff in Darcy that we're wrapped in, and there's some really good play and little moments that sometimes the difference to good players. He's fast becoming a star, isn't he, Darcy?
How exciting is it for the comp to have guys like Sam Darcy, Nick Dacos running around?
Yeah. Well, Nick had 39 possessions. I don't know if we count those, but certainly it's a high number. And we love what he brings for us. And the game's in good shape. That's why you get big crowds. And congratulations again to Footscray, 100 years, and they put on a great show for their team, for their supporters. And we're lucky enough and grateful. Thank you for asking us to be part of this game, because it's I'm a bit of a footy nuffy. I love footy, and growing up in Adelaide watching State of Origin with Teddy Whitten, and then admiration for Dougie Hawkins and these guys. I just love footy, so I played a significant part in this game, and I'm very grateful to be sitting here, working in footy because of teams like Footscray. So congratulations.
For the last couple of weeks, you're starting to get the best out of Lockie Schultz again.
Yeah.
Obviously, tough first season, but
I'm glad people start to realise how important he is to us. He had an incredible last quarter, but Lockie Schultz in the last few weeks, he's just trying his guts out and working so hard. He's a real workman for us, and the players love playing with him, and he fights and scraps and never gives up on a contest. And just take a moment to have a look at his start of his last quarter, and then the last contest over the other side of the ground when Tim Membry runs 150 metres just to neutralise a ball, and there's Lockie's running his guts out. We certainly love what he's doing for us.
How's Mason Cox after copping that sporting face?
He looks like he got a couple of stitches in his eye. Didn't come back on the ground, but I'm not too sure we're too concerned about that, but we'll have to monitor him in the next period. He looked on the vision like he got punched in the face, so he's got a couple of stitches.
Is that one you expect to get looked at? Like, I imagine Lob was coming in for the sport, but you just don't know.
I'm not sure. I assume so. Guy leaves the ground with a couple of stitches. I'm not sure. I'd leave it up to others to decide that.
Was the damage done by his glasses or by the...
Yeah, potentially, but he got punched in the face. Yeah.
Any concerns about Chris? Because there's a bit of a sling tackle on West early on, and obviously the consecutive games records in reach now as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember the one right in front of me. Yeah, I have to watch the replay to make a better assessment of it, maybe during the week.
Just back, we were talking about management earlier. Just Brody Mychek, it seemed a bit unique to see General. The reason was General Saunders so early in the year. How's he travelling?
I got a back spasm yesterday, and so we come in. He was in the squad, and he comes in, sort of hobbling in, and which is most weeks for Brody. Love you, mate, but you do come in bruised and battered most weeks. And again, we're sort of potentially in the past we would have put Brody out there, and because he's a guy that would be able to fight through that stuff. We had Mason ready to go, and thought Mason come into the team to play a role for us. So we look after him.
Just that big mark by Cameron right at the end, the game-saving mark, I guess. Yeah,
he's fast becoming one of the better ruckmans in the competition because he just gets himself in great position. I thought it was a great battle between those two tonight. They both had moments of ascendancy, and it was a good old-fashioned ruckman going at it, and two of the better in the competition right now. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, mate.